Yesterday I saw this particular article from Basita Michael. Basita Michael was once a president of the bar association, right? Let me get that clear so that you guys know exactly where she's coming from. And let's go ahead, and I will put the article on the screen so that you guys will read the article with me, right? Let me put on the screen. According to Basita Michael, and I quote, President Julius Maada bill regime unopposed by a weak and favorable opposition, unhindered by a compromised anti-corruption commission, unchecked by a largely self-censor media, surrounded and proposal by sycophants and yes, men who are unwilling or scared to disagree with him and offer him honest counsel, have driven citizens to rely on foreign outlets like Reuters, African Confidential at the time, to expose scandals such as the luxury property accusation by the First Lady and her family in the Gambia, which have been widely discussed locally but only gained through international reporting. The regime confrontation with foreign entity, including mining company Octia, alongside incidents like the country becoming a heaven transshipment of drug, are gradually shaping the president's legacy, overshadow any positive achievement. Sadly, unrestrained power and corruption have pitted the regime against foreign entities, which have become de facto watchdog, filling the void left by failing national institutions such as the ACC. Opposition and media thought their motive may not always be devoid of self-serving interests. Their role underscore a failing democracy where accountability and the rule of law elude us. To salvage our democracy, we must recommit to a free press, a robust and fair justice system, and the rule of law, empowering citizens, not outsiders, to drive accountability and shape the future of the land that we love. Okay, right. So I hope you guys read with me. Okay, so now here is my take on this particular article from Basita Michael. As I said, Basita Michael was once a president of the bar association, right? You guys know exactly during her tenure what exactly happened. I don't want to go into that again. Now Basita Michael made a lot of claim. As a lawyer, you don't speak on something you don't have proof, you just saw on social media. Now I'm not here to defend the presidency or Madam First Lady. I have never met these two people, but sometimes let's be honest about what we're saying on media. Like, I honestly believe as a lawyer, you speak on something you have some evidence or truths, but just coming out and put article regarding the current happening, I think you are not helping the situation. I know you have your opinion, which it's up to you, but again, as a lawyer, somebody who know much about law, you talk with evidence. Don't just come out and speak about something. Now a lot of things you talk about also about media. I think there is a lot of people criticizing this particular administration right now, or this current regime, right? A lot of media, right? Like Thomas Dixon, Ramaran Abba, former AYV anchor. We all know he was one of the leading vocal. He criticized the current regime a lot. So to send a media censor, that is not true. A lot of people coming out say something. A lot we have seen. A lot of they never close the media space. That's not true, madam. I know you have your own opinion regarding some of this issue, but sometimes let's put the fact, in as much we have our own interests, but let's put the fact together so that people who follow you, they will know exactly what is happening. Now, a lot of things you have said on your article, some of them is true. I agree with you, but again, we need to put the fact. Somebody will not just go and took a photo and then say this property belong to. I mean, you have to bring evidence, right? If you want people to take you seriously, you have to bring evidence. And also, you are very unfair to the Anti-Corruption Commission. And I'm not saying Anti-Corruption Commission is doing everything as its own power, but they have done a lot. They recover a lot of funds. Don't you recognize that also? Sometimes let's recognize the little things people working hardly to accomplish. I know you have your opinion, but as a lawyer, I differ. Sometimes the post you made on your timeline, sometimes I agree with you also, but this particular one, as a lawyer, you speak on the fact. You don't speak on something you saw on internet. Perhaps you don't have proof about it, right? Anyway, you are welcome.